back in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Left turn. We are rolling in the 06 Toyota Sienna today, and I would be doing it on my bike, but I just don't have time to get out, and I wanted to make sure I had a little chit-chat with everyone. So first, just been out with a friend of mine, Ned, who is a friend of a guy back east, Rex 4x4, who's a subscriber of mine, and I am a subscriber of his. Does some pretty cool stuff in the backwoods of Ontario. And check out his videos if you want to see what you can do with a lawnmower, a ride-on lawnmower, because it's pretty cool. Anyways, so went out with Ned today and Ned's dad. It's Father's Day tomorrow, and he wanted to take his dad out and do some shooting. So we went out and did some poppity-pop-pop at the range. Shotgun and pistol, went up and set up some targets, burnt some powder.
Good group.
That's not bad.
I mean, you were off the, who cares? I mean, it was a good group though. That's only 2 inches maybe.
Zastava EZ9. Come on now. There we go. Yeah, I got sloppy at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You put 4 or 5 shots in one hole.
Yeah, I think those are my first. Well, I know those are first 2 somewhere in there, and then I think I just started getting sloppy.
That's still nice though.
That's not bad. Oh. Mr. Rojo Neck, is that acceptable? Will that do? That's a 9-yard shot though, so it's nothing spectacular. And I don't shoot very often. I wish I could. I wish I could go out in the desert and shoot, but I can't because I live in Canada.
Oh, keyhold it. Actually, you're shooting really well with it. Wow. I've had 4 or 5 people shoot that thing. No one could shoot it like that. You keyhold twice. I think you put a second one through this same hole.
Really?
Well, look how small the holes are. It's the same power as a 357, eh? That's why it's making all the noise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8.
That's funny. That's what I was aiming for right there. That was my first shot, I think, and then everything else went left.
Wow, you shoot really good with that gun.
That was, yeah, I was kind of.
It feels nice though. It's got a trigger. It's based on a Browning design, so.
All right, 870 tactical Remington. Red is dead.
Yeah, this one is it's kind of crisp out.
This time I just got it this way. It feed the last round on one mag. Good. And then just Kim, did it lock open? Yeah. It did that time, yeah. The last time it did, my dad was shooting it.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's 9 right there. I can't remember if that was already there. That's not bad. Again, 9 yards, and I shoot like once every 2 years because I don't have my own pistol. M&P 9mm. It's very nice. It's very nice.
Hey Rex, just shooting the Serbian Zastava EZ9 here with Kim. Of course, I wish I could do this while on a motorcycle. It'd probably make you happy, but there's a few laws against that. I'll write a few letters to Ottawa, see what we can do about it. But maybe in the future it'll be on a 4-wheeler. We'll be shooting stuff, clays, or animals, or other 4-wheelers. Anyways, I'm gonna make some holes here. Hopefully where I want them to be. And yeah.
5 o'clock.
Oh, that one, okay.
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock.
Ow.
I think you put like 4 or 5 o'clock there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe even 5. No, that's a 4 shot. That's a nice group. And the guys next to us, to our right, a couple of those guys, or at least one for sure, it was his first time shooting. And I'll show you a clip of that. One is he's shooting the shotgun, and they loaded up some birdshot in the shotgun, and then followed by some 3-inch, I think it's Falcon, 3-inch Falcon Slug. Now, if you're not a shooter, that just sounds like a funky brand of ammunition, but it's a big old chunk of lead that's coming out of there, and I don't know if he expected it or not, but you judge from the clip. I'll show you the clip right here.
Real tight.
What do you have in there, 3-inch?
Yeah, we put a slug in there.
You're a man now. Yeah, that was a big kaboom, and he's a big boy too. That guy's got some muscle mass on him, so that kind of round will really rock you if you're not expecting it. And I will not go out of my way to shoot that kind of round, because that's a big chunk of lead, I'm telling you. I hope no one's offended by shooting. I know you know, the environment in my country, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, we get people wigged out about guns, and there's more gun control here than in the U.S. I'm not sure about other parts of the world. That's why we have to go to a range to shoot handguns. You can't go out in the bush and shoot handguns. It's got to be under a controlled situation. You have to have an actual permit to transport, or an authorization to transport, an ATT, which allows you to go from your point of residence to the range and then back again. Actually, that's not true. A permit to transport allows you to go from your place to the range and then back again, and you have to call the RCMP and get that before you go. But an ATT allows you to go across country. You know, if you're going to shoot in Manitoba, you could drive across the country and you'd be fine. But it allows you to transport your firearms, your pistols, and do so without having any problems with the law. And we have to transport our pistols in a locked case with a trigger lock on it as well as our magazines are limited to 10 rounds from a stock 13, 15 or more. Our long rifles and shotguns are not controlled anymore. There was a gun registry, which was the biggest joke in Canada. It was so stupid. Literally $1 billion went into this program, and it was just, a gun registry does not prevent bad things from happening. And the criminals do not register their guns, and it's proven. And the cops cannot rely on it either. Like when it first came out, they said, oh, well, this way the police will know when they go to a residence who has guns and who doesn't. Well, ask any cop if he's going to go to a residence, and if the dispatcher says no known firearms there, if he's going to go in there and act like there's no fire. No, he's not. Every cop that goes to, well, I shouldn't say every cop, but say any cop that wants to live is going to approach every situation assuming that the possibility of a firearm being present is real. I don't know if that made sense. The words made sense. So if I get called to this yellow house here and they tell me, yeah, no firearms associated with that address or that person, that doesn't mean there's no firearms there. It just means that there's no legally registered firearms. But you know, I can see how it's a hot button in the States right now. There's been a lot of wackadoos out there doing nasty things, and I can understand people's you know, desire to have greater restrictions on firearms, and that's not any of my concern. I have no say in that. So we have a system up here. I don't 100% agree with a lot of the stuff, but it is what it is, and I abide by the rules, and so be it. You know, if you're not a shooter, if you don't shoot firearms, firearms and motorcycles actually have a lot in common. It's that people that don't ride motorcycles, people that don't shoot, very often are afraid of them. And motorcycles, people are afraid of them because they don't understand them. Same with firearms, people are afraid of them because they don't understand them. I know when we lived in Saskatchewan, we had a lot of family come back to visit us, and when they come back, I would typically take them out for a couple hours of shooting out in the middle of the fields and set up a bench. And the first thing that usually happens with the girls is that they're like, oh no, I don't really want to do it. And you know, we're only shooting 22, so there's nothing high caliber, no big bangs or anything. As soon as they sit down and take their first shot, they're like, oh, and then semi-automatic is what we're using, if you're wondering. And then after they fire through their 10 rounds, they're like, oh, that was fun, can I do it again? Absolutely you can. And I haven't had an experience where someone has shot a 22 and then been like, oh no, I don't like it, it scares me. Once they get that initial shot out, and they discover that, you know, I do like shooting. So if you're against firearms for reasons, maybe someone in your life has been injured by them or hurt someone or whatever, I understand that. If you're against firearms because you don't understand them or you're afraid of them, then I would maybe get some education on it and go out with somebody who's responsible, and most guys are, most ladies are. You're always going to have wingnuts that are irresponsible with firearms. Those same wingnuts drive vehicles just like this. Same sort of thing. You know, if they're irresponsible with one thing, very often they're irresponsible with others. So don't paint everybody with the same brush. Anyhow, I'll leave you with it, guys. That was my first, and you know, some of you might be noticing that I have a little AR-15 up here. I don't own one. And just for you who may not understand what an assault rifle is and what a sporting rifle is, this right here could be an assault rifle and it could be a sporting rifle. And you know what separates the two? If this rifle can fire fully automatic, then that is an assault rifle. If it is a semi-automatic rifle, it is a sporting rifle. And assault rifles have been banned in the US for quite some time, far before the tragedies that we've seen here in the last couple of years. Nice sounding brakes. They're actually fine, it's just the metal involved. So yeah, educate yourself. Don't be one of those fearful people that just go crazy. Alright guys and gals, thanks for driving with me today, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.